What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the last and final week of year number 5 of the regular season for the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We have Admore against ACU, the number 3 team against the number 4 team. I'm back for a little cameo appearance.
How about that?
It's been a long time.
You're back at running your own channel. How does it feel?
Feels good. Feels good to get also a 14-yard reception to Xavier Wiggins. So we're already moving the football on this ACU defense, and Darnell Savage jumping around like a madman trying to make this catch. It's not going to happen. So Joe Russell trying to do his thing out here tonight, or today I should say, for this ACU Spartans team, who, you talked about it, they're in the national title chance if they win this game here, despite not being able to go to a Big 12 title game.
Not only that, but they have 3 losses. So we don't know what the pollsters will do if an undefeated Clemson or Tennessee in front of them loses, because they would have the more recent loss. But before they get there, they do have to beat Admore, who happens to be a really good team. And they happen to have ACU's number a little bit recently.
Yeah, Coach Deloach is a little bit on the hot seat here, and look at this pass. Out to left to Willie Nelson for a 29-yard touchdown. That's a big-time throw. Big play. I don't know how exactly I saw Willie Nelson there, but I just trusted it. I saw the safety break out to the middle part of the end zone, and boom, it was right there, wide open, and the rest is history. 7-0 here, and Orquan Ostrander is having himself a pretty decent game here already. So 1st and 10 here, Joe Russell, and interception by McKinney down the sideline. What was he doing? He was supposed to have middle zone coverage, and we ended up breaking him out here to the left side for an out route.
And it worked. 30 seconds left, a fake screen. And you got Willie Nelson in the corner for another touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm seeing these plays develop, but trusting it, and Stanfield trusted it too. I mean, look at this throw. Just on the money to a big-time target in Willie Nelson. So 1st and 10 here. Joe Russell going to get sacked for 11 yards. Russell Link with the big hit on the quarterback here. Good coverage. But it's going to be busted.
Ostrander to the house. To his house for touche de bouche.
That's frustrating because we had everything covered until the last second. And Ostrander going to go for the touchdown. So
I just made that up.
I know. You always do.
I took your bouche call and I Frenchified touchdown, touche down.
Yeah,
touche de bouche.
Yeah, I'm already coming back, and you're stealing my lines.
I got the corniness down pat right now.
Exactly. Banton Kane here with an interception in a 14-7 game. It's not something you want to be doing here, Grayson. You got to take care of the football. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Can't have it. Can't have it.
Banton Kane is a good player. A little underrated in this ACU secondary. It's an ACU defense that was sort of rebuilding at stretches. You know, they've had a couple games where they haven't really looked that stellar, but they have found some momentum here late and in stretches. We saw them against McAllen the last time they played. They played really well there. We got a 4th and inches coming up, though. So we got 4:16 left here in the second quarter. They're going for it.
Ooh, got to make a big-time play right here, guys. Nice job by Diggs to get into the backfield. He took away that read option on Joe Russell, and that's a huge momentum shift, possibly, for the Thunderwolves here in this game. Darnell Savage probably could have busted that all the way to the house had he not gotten caught from behind. So 1st down, Admore. Stanfield can't find anybody open, and he's going to get dropped for a 9-yard sack. That's Churchwell with the sack. 3rd and 19, and Wiggins. Some good moves there. Going to pick up 8. It's going to set up a trade day field goal attempt. We're killing some clock, though, just to kind of get it down to that minute marker to kind of give ACU not as much opportunity as they would have had. But look at this play by Carl Boyd. Pick on that left side against Joe Russell. Russell's been firing it out deep out there to the left. And lucky, we made a play.
Yeah. Stanfield getting sacked here, so you got 15 seconds. You're going to need to go deep to your big-time playmakers. You're going to get Golden for 16 with the timeouts. Can you get in range for trade day, or are you going for the touchdown?
Oh, Darnell, baby. Woo! That's awesome. 4 seconds left on the clock. Just challenge it deep, man. And that dive in the end zone, he gives it everything he's got. I love me some Darnell Savage. That's a great play call for Admore. And it's a 24-7 game as we're entering the third quarter here. And another big stop for Admore. We're looking to pile it on now. Stanfield bombing it out to the left. He's got Willie Nelson out there again. So that left side for both teams really has not been easy to fix for both squads on defense.
4th and inches, you are going for it. Looks like an option with Tomsha. And he got it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no question. You get him in the game, he's running that John Hicks offense to a T.
3rd and 2. You got Stanfield in there on play action. You got Buchanan, the tight end. And, guys, this is turning into a blowout. ACU is getting torqued around here. It's 31-7.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to make a statement, guys, is that, hey, you don't include this team in the national title picture whatsoever, okay? You just don't do it. 3-loss team, looking to make it 4 losses here, and just don't even include them.
They're just behind Shreveport in the Big 12 East standings. So,
well, then Shreveport should go. Damn it. Look at Ostrander, by the way. 7 catches, over 200 yards. I mean, he's having himself an insane day. Timmy Federhart going to get this touchdown in the back of the end zone. So ACU is trying their best to mount a comeback here, but, you know, down by, I can't even math right now, but they do
16.
get the 2-point conversion. Yeah, 16 points. You know, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Then Tomsha rolling out to the right, going to just take it in. Just take it all the way in, man. Get your touchdown. Freshman quarterback. Do it.
Roll out cheese going today.
A little bit, just a touch. But, yeah, we can sense the pressure coming. You got to get on your wheels, get on your horse here. He knows it's a little bit of a blowout. He might as well look out for him, right? Get your touchdown.
Joe Russell trying to finish strong here. This is his final home game in an ACU uniform, and Josh Miller is going to pick that one off, and you guys are going to charge right back down the field. And now you got Stanfield running it in. So, yeah, this is a demolition here of ACU. This is just not the ACU team from 3 or 4 years ago. It's a little bit weaker, I think, on defense, and that's going to cost him in a game like this one.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? Ostrander picks up a garbage time touchdown. So anybody that played him in fantasy, you know, he padded on his stats. But you know, this game was a statement game. We beat ACU 3 times out of 5, I think, 4 times out of 5, and including the national championship last year. It's a statement game that we're coming back for that natty.
Yeah, and now we're going to go into the rain at McAllen. I'd like to see the annual rainfall for McAllen, Texas, but we got a big bomb there to open the game up. Lamont Christian starting today for Uba. Uba trying to get their first conference win in 2 years. They have not won since the Big 12 championship game 2 years ago.
It's a fall from grace. It's a fall from grace big time. We can see Lamont Christian making some pretty decent plays here. 13-yard rush up the middle. Now 1st and 10. Christian firing up the middle again for another first down. That's Tony Williams with a 10-yard catch. He's got no gloves in the rain, so...
Uba loves their no-glove tight ends. Quincy Booth.
That's a good point. That's a good point. They love their guys like that.
3-0 early. Harkless Blair. A little bit out of the Heisman race right now. You know, has not come up clutch here for McAllen against Admore and ACU. So McAllen's dropped a couple of games. They're trying to finish the year, though. And, you know, if they get a win here, maybe they're looking at the Alamo Bowl. That would be a big accomplishment for this team. But Harkless is making Uba look silly out there.
You know, that's what's tough, is that the offensive players, they always know what they're going to do. They always make the moves first. So it's really hard for a defensive player to keep their footing in sloppy conditions. And we saw that happen right there with that Harkless Blair move that he put on all over those Uba defenders.
How about Antonio Mendoza, though, throwing stiff arms out there? Custom recruit alert there. And you got Ryan Viper, custom recruit alert there. Goes for 2 yards and a first down. He's got 10 yards on 4 touches. Let's see if he picks up some more here. And, yeah, he will.
Oh, go baby, go!
He's going to the house. Uba takes the lead on a 41-yard touchdown.
That was... I have not seen Ryan Viper have any sort of physical run like that. That's really kind of cool to see. That was beautiful blocking, too.
Uba finally did something right.
Yeah.
Offense, and it starts with the offensive line.
For once. And you know what? McAllen does things wrong. That's usually the general gist of their football program. But we can see here a big play down the sideline. That's going to be good for a 47-yard catch and run by Derek Wade.
Yeah. Tunnel screen there to Abraham Young, goes for 3, but they had a timeout. They left points on the board.
So is it really Brock Musselman's play calling? Is it really his game management?
There's something in the water, man. Something in the water.
Montezuma's revenge, I guess.
I don't know. 10-7, a shot by Lamont Christian. Going to Buchanan Simmons for 34, the big play wide receiver. Custom recruit alert for the Wranglers. And then we get Ryan Viper fighting.
My goodness.
And he gets in the end zone.
He must, get himself ready for game day, especially when it gets sloppy on the field. You know, he's one of those gamer type of running back. Look at this run. Just powering through everybody.
He's getting in the zone.
It's nice to see with a team that's not doing so well.
Yeah.
To have that type of fight.
Uba gets the ball back, and they're going to get sacked. It's Jean-Luc Martin with a big sack in the backfield. The middle linebacker out of Quebec.
Good fundamental tackling right there, too.
Yep, and McAllen gets a huge stop. That was big for them as they couldn't get anything going on the previous possession. 3 and out. Here's Harkless again. This one goes for 13. So go back to the well. That's what I say.
Outrunning his blockers right there, too. 3rd and 5. Play call audible coming from the sidelines here. Here's Blair. Going to fire up the middle, and he's got his man. It's Charles Brady for 18. 2nd and 3 now, nearing the goal line. And that's going to be a touchdown to Andres Buckley, who was in the Heisman race
early. Yeah.
And now he's getting that touchdown, tacking that one on. It's going to be 17-14. Uba still in the lead as we start the 4th quarter. Literally fresh in the 4th quarter here. 7 minutes. 2nd and 12. And a big bomb to the right. And Buchanan Simmons going all the way for a 65-yard touchdown. Is Uba going to pull this off?
Uba's going to win on the road? Are you kidding me right now?
What is that?
Are you kidding me? This time Harkless is going to go way deep and should have been picked up by James Henry.
Come on, Jack. Or Jim.
McAllen going to get the ball back here late. So 3 minutes left. They're down by 2 scores, and Andres is going to get bullied into the ground by Matthew Harris, another new name on this Uba defensive front. So 4th and 7 for McAllen. First down.
Ooh.
To Dan Frazier.
They need it. They need this score, man. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. A screenplay being called, and Buckley gets his legs taken out. Really nice tackle by Uba's defense there. 1:41 to go. They will kick this field goal to go down by a touchdown. They're going to try for the onside kick, and it is going to be... they got it!
Oh, they did get it. Oh, Louis Tremblay with the recovery.
I've never seen that. They got it.
They've gotten it a couple times in this series.
I don't remember.
A couple times.
I don't remember.
Not often, though. McAllen has a chance to stick the dagger into Uba, because, let's face it, if this game's going to overtime, Uba's toast.
Oh, yeah. They can't win this.
Nope.
They can't win this. The football gods won't allow them to win this. Timeout being called by McAllen with under a minute left to go here now. Buckley going up the middle for 7. They do call another timeout. 3rd and 7.
Oh.
Here's Buckley going down the sideline, and it's going to be 4th and 3. This is going to be... They can keep the drive alive here with a first down without scoring. So 4th and 3.
Oh, he's going down. Harkless. Sacked.
Unreal.
Driven into the ground.
Unreal. Uba gets the upset win on the road.
Oh, I think that was Anderson.
To a top 20 team.
Ryan Viper's your player of the game. I thought Buchanan Simmons might have deserved that with the huge catch, but Viper, I would say it's a toss-up. Equally deserving.
He did have 2 scores.
Congratulations, Uba. Your first conference game in 2 freaking years. So congratulations. Now we're going to go here. Nebraska State playing Denver Tech. Denver Tech is behind the 8 ball with a loss to Midland State last week. They need Midland to lose, and they need to win this game here. Prairie Dogs are stumbling. We've gotten ripped apart by Midland State and Amarillo because of our defense.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's happening again. Nick Burns going to go all the way for a 66-yard score. You know, for as many times as you've screwed Midland State, why would this be any different? You need to beat Denver Tech to make sure that Midland State has a chance to get it.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, this is our senior day, though. We got a lot of seniors on this offense. Ben Shinoski, Emilio Vivaldi, it's like Jennings Hoyt, and I think Pryor's a senior as well. We got him as a JUCO. So a lot on the line here today for the Prairie Dogs. And a drop by Lance McCoy. We had him out there for some speed, and it didn't pan out because he just dropped the ball. So field goal by Shinoski. Now we got Scott Thomason. Oh, he faked me out. And Washington's going to miss and trip up his own man, and now it's 14-3.
I mean, and look at this. He's keeping up speed. Maybe Nick Burns was holding back a little bit, just kind of chatting with him. Hey, how's the family?
Yeah.
How's your girlfriend?
Something like that. Kimberling, another one of those seniors, makes an 11-yard catch. So, guys, we need points. We need them fast. Derek Smith going for 15 here. So we're starting to get the offense moving. Another one with Smith. About almost to the 10-yard line. You know, 2nd and 4 right outside the 5. Shinoski goes to Joseph down at the...
Oh, come on. That's so frustrating. 1-yard line.
And a touchdown to John Tavius Nichols, another senior. So the seniors are showing up today for Nebraska State, and a big tackle there on Scott Thomas. So, hey, we might actually figure this defense thing out. 3rd and 14, Makovich, sideline to Burns. He's short. So, hey, how about that? We get the ball back.
How about that? You actually stopped Denver Tech on offense. And now some really good moves, good blocking out front into the 2nd level. Dante LaBelle will go. So he gets 15. And then another nice job blocking up front. This is a Denver Tech team.
What is that?
As he just teleported, he was mummified.
Arise.
Rise from the dead. Shinoski for the touchdown. Is Nebraska State rising from the dead?
We have the lead, guys, just so you keep track at home here. 6.5 minutes. Thomas gets laid out, but he picks up a huge gain. Makovich now gets stuffed into the ground by Reese out of South Dakota. One of our homebred recruits out there.
Your pipeline. Yeah. Here's Burns again as Zammo can't make the tackle. Washington, though, he's tough. He's a tough football player, so he's good. But another miss tackle for Nebraska State. And Makovich is going to go for a touchdown, a long one. It's going to be 21-17. O'Regan, Seamus. That a boy, Seamus.
We're not punting, though. 4th and 2. We slip it out to LaBelle. Awesome. You know, hey, I mean, the way this game's going, what good is a punt going to do me right there? It's not going to do me any good.
I don't think it's going to do you any good at all.
Nope. Hargrove can go to the house, and he will with a jump.
I want to see you dive out of bounds. I want to see you do that dive.
I've done that before. Maybe not in this Dynasty. I think it's something else.
Shinoski took a lick there. Here's Burns. Just, wow. I mean,
fumble! Oh, Denver Tech's going to get it.
Man, he's got some speed, and he's got some physicality to him. So here's another block. Sloan, I've never seen that tackle animation, actually. Looks like he's going to tackle him and then moves out forward like that. Nice. Pass complete here to the left. 1st down. Brewer, 1st and goal. Got pressure on him.
Jennings Hoyt got him.
After 3 missed tackles, this one finally clicks. 3rd and goal.
And
the uprights.
So, guys, this might be a tie game here heading into halftime as Brent Kent, who had some issues against Midland State last week. 20 seconds. We got Shinoski. You roll out cheese in it with 18 seconds. He fumbles it.
You didn't.
Oh,
you did not.
I haven't learned my lesson yet.
You did not.
I haven't learned my lesson.
Shinoski. Oh my God.
You can't do that in this game.
So now they are in field goal range here. The Heisman leader, Alex Makovich, has a chance to get them in that field goal range even further, and he does as he gets a nice yard gain there, and it was just enough to go through, and that right there cost you 3 points.
Yeah. You know what, though? We're going to start with the ball, so we can try to get this lead back. With 5:40 here, Shinoski's just running around, find some space. And almost had his leg taken out of his socket there.
Shinoski makes me mad.
3rd and 8. Got roll out cheese. Are we going to slide? No. Okay.
I can't do this. I can't do this anymore.
What
I
the
can't
hell?
watch this anymore.
Hey, we got 200 yards rushing, so that's just what you want to see. 3rd and 10 into coverage. Kimberly cuts the route.
I can't watch it anymore.
4th and inches. Landon Wade up the middle. Converted tight end. Back in the 1st and goal. Shanowski's rolling out on a play action.
Oh my God.
He bumped into his man.
Are you kidding me?
I had the angle.
Shanoski.
But LaBelle's going to score. So all that work for 7 points.
Okay, well, you're back in the lead here after some really weird stuff that happened on the Nebraska side of the football.
3rd and 1, we get the stop.
Okay, maybe some things are happening for you guys. And now we have a kick return, so why do we show kick returns? Good things happen, but maybe weird things happen too. As
Thanks for playing, John Tavius.
Nichols gets destroyed. And what was that delivery? Was that a Stafford delivery? An underhand? What is going on in this game?
Hargrove!
What is going on?
Down at the 1.5 yard line. Shanoski option.
I can't. This is raw and unedited. What is happening in this game right now? 38-27. Burns
We got a 2-score lead, guys.
Burns is on a merry-go-round now. I mean, he's falling all over the place. We had him running into blockers. Makovich goes all the way for a 39-yard run.
We had him in the backfield.
I don't know what's happening. Now there's a 2-point conversion going on, which is up the middle, goes incomplete. A 5-point game here. Shanoski rolling out, little flip, gonna go incomplete.
Now, everybody knows that I had the rollout cheese, but I thought better of it. I tried to stay in. Shanoski's going to punt this one. We did the rugby, and it's going to go inside the 5-yard line.
Something weird going to happen here? Okay, good.
Yes.
Maybe not. Oh, my God!
Oh, get him.
Alec Brewer is going to get caught at the 39-yard line, a 55-yard gain, and 2nd and 3. Nice tackle there in the backfield. Makovich gets nothing. He gets dropped for a 3-yard loss.
Stop, boys. No.
3rd and 6, and Andre Kenny up the middle for 19. 4:04 left to go in the 4th quarter. This is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen played in this dynasty. 2nd and goal. Makovich has got tons of time.
Right there.
Tons of time. Almost way too much time.
We're blowing it, guys. Blowing it.
They're going to have to go for 2 to go up by 3, and they got it here. That's Chase McCormick. So 2:41, what's the game plan here, coach?
3rd and 6.
Not do stuff like that.
Yeah. Still got 2.5 minutes, so guys, we got to convert here. 4th and down. We're floating it to Derek Smith. We get him.
Oof. Could have easily dropped that on contact. 159. Shanoski, no!
I didn't see him there. This guy was stuck at linebacker. He's a defensive lineman. Antoine Taylor.
He came in on the spy, and there you go.
Yeah, they weren't even running zone blitz. It was a 3-man down thing.
That's kind of a smart play call, honestly.
Yeah. And then Scott Thomas, he sold out for the run. It worked once. Doesn't work there. We keep running punt block here, and we actually will hold them. So Denver Tech's going to kick a field goal. So guys, it's still a 1-score game. We can do this. And with all of these yards, I think we got a chance here. We got a shot to Vivaldi deep, and the ball's going to bounce around there. So 3rd and 10. We're going to go to 4th and 10 here. Last chance for us. And he was covered. Everybody was covered on that one. Had no chance. And Shanoski will end his home career with a pick 6.
Now that puts the cherry on top of his career at Nebraska State, doesn't it? Doesn't it all sum together to create such a nice little story?
Well, Makovich, I think he played his way into the Heisman. It'll depend on what happens if they get to the championship game. But it was a tough finish for us, losing 3 straight. This game, though, has a lot on the line. Midland State, they're trying to get back to the Big 12 title game. They have an edge over Denver Tech. They have to hold off Amarillo. Can they do that? That's the question. Can they come through for once?
They should have a big shot here at doing it. Number 6 team in the nation. They've had some pretty good wins under their belt too, but Amarillo is getting a little bit hot so far late in the season, and they've got their cherry their cherry uniforms here, their bomb pop uniforms on.
I think Amarillo,
they're feeling good.
They upset Midland a couple years ago. I think Midland had a chance to do some damage, and they lost in the final week to the Dillos. Might have been year number 1.
If they lose, if Midland State loses this game, I'm still going to call you out for screwing Midland State. 3 turnovers by Shinosky.
Yeah, it was bad.
And the gang.
Here's a big throw there to Claude Gray, backup quarterback. So Kent Collins is looking sharp early, and then they're going to go with the run. Cut up the middle by Kyle Wagner. First and goal. Collins. It's going down. So, I'm kind of pulling for Midland, though. I would like to see somebody outside of Denver Tech, although it's the same 2 teams if Midland does go. They have won the West every year.
Oh, that's a nice toss.
That's a good throw by Collins to Claude Gray.
Yeah, Gray has been a really great receiver. I mean, next season he's going to play quarterback, which is really funny because, look at what he's been able to do at receiver for this team, but he's the backup quarterback. He's got the job next year, which is crazy to think about. But Griffin Rivers, we saw him last week getting involved in a big way for Amarillo, and he's going to get another catch for 19. Galveston with a sack on second down, 2nd and 10, going to be a 9-yard loss here. 3rd and 19. Pass is going to go...
I think he's down.
Incomplete. No, it was completed. So Quan gets the reception for 9, but that's not going to be good enough for a first down. So Midland State, big throw here. Nice catch to McKinley Harris for 45 yards.
All right, Midland driving again.
No!
And an option pitch is taken away. Mark Gold for negative 85-yard rush, and Midland State's pumped up.
Good job. You turned the football over, guys.
Yeah. Doesn't go on the box score as an 85-yard loss, I hope. Big catch there. That's Griffin again. So Griffin is alive, man. He is in this thing.
Yeah,
after last week and this week, he's looking pretty good. John Hunter gets a touchdown here for 5 yards. Galveston's on the board.
He has really grown into a solid receiver. A lot of people don't really talk about John Hunter, but he's pretty darn good. 2nd and 3 as Amarillo gets the football back, and now they're threatening again. This is a kind of a quicker highlight reel for you guys here in this action here, but another touchdown. This time going to go to Quan, custom recruit alert. And Galveston's now got 2 touchdowns in the first half of this game, and Amarillo finds themselves up by 7 against the number 6 team in the land. And there's Musselman calling that timeout.
Yeah, it doesn't amount to much, though, and Denver Tech fans are excited. Denver Tech, you want Amarillo to win this game. So the box score is pretty even right now. I think the turnover was big because Midland State had points on the board, and they lost it. They threw the points away. Trayvon Blunt with a deflection there. So 2nd and goal here. Amarillo charging here. First minute and a half of the 3rd quarter, and they get the touchdown to Orion Bradshaw. So spreading the love around today for the Dillos.
Yeah, a lot of custom recruit alerts here so far in this game. 3rd and 9 for Midland State, and so another situation where this offense cannot come through. Good plays on Amarillo. Defense, 1st and 10. Pass going to go intercepted, and it's going to go all the way for a touchdown, a pick 6. That should give Midland State the spark that they needed.
Joseph Pierre. No affiliation with Jean-Luc Martin.
Don't think that
Pierre. Interception. Going to the house. So, yeah, Midland is alive, guys. They're starting to feel it, but cannot catch up with Keon Sykes as he goes for 11. 3rd and 3. Oh, we got an option, and he's got some blockers. So 1st down for Galveston.
Yes, Midland State defense just cannot, after that pick 6 even, they just can't seem to stop Amarillo's offensive push here. 3rd and goal, and they're already nearing that touchdown, and they got it. Another one to Griffin Rivers. This is starting to get a little concerning here, guys. Just a little bit. 28-14 as we're going into the 4th quarter. That's Galveston's +1 touchdown on Rhett Bollinger now. So he holds the record for single season.
He broke it. Good job. Throwaway for Midland State, so they got to punt the football back, and a catch and run there. Risky. Inside the 25. Guys, I think Amarillo's going to do it. This is bad. They are going to settle for a field goal, though, here. And the kick is good. So it's 31-14 now. Oh, man.
Why are you running
stuff?
Why are you running the football?
You're down by 17 points.
Don't run the football. You got to throw right here.
Memo to Midland State. You're losing by 17, and then the throw is going to sail out of bounds. So, again, kind of like the... Whoa! What was that?
I didn't catch that.
Woo.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe that's what cost them on 4th down. But they will end up getting the football back here, guys, with 3:23 left to go, as this pass is going to be completed to Blake Storm. So they did get a quick stop, and then Nick Mays is going to get absolutely drilled. And now 4th and goal here. Lefty Kent Collins is going to find Trayvon Blount.
The cornerback.
The corner, yeah.
I love running a toss on 3rd and goal, though.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go backwards.
It's beautiful. But down by 10 points with 2:21. Amarillo gets the onside kick. They're going to need to hold them and call timeouts. They use all 3 of their timeouts. And now Amarillo is in the end zone. Quan for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On senior day.
On senior day. And this game's over.
Galveston was great here in this one. Let's see if Midland can just do anything, and they're going to get one to Colton Yo. So they're going to pick up a touchdown here. 70 yards.
It's just garbage, man.
Yeah,
it's garbage.
I don't know if they can figure this out. I mean, 2 scores, so...
No timeouts.
They were not able to get it done here, so... Amarillo is going to take it. So Denver Tech is your Big 12 West champions. I'm sorry, everybody. But it just needs to, whatever happens, happens. And that's what happened.
We got another rivalry game. We have another rivalry game for the championship.
Yep.
Denver Tech against Admore.
We thought this year might be the year we'd see something fresh.
Something different.
It didn't happen.
Nope. Same old.
Yeah, so this time, though, we'll have Shreveport and Little Rock. This year is a rivalry game. These teams don't like each other very much.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. I mean, you've got Griffin Rivers trying to show off his dance moves.
Yeah. Well, this is Shreveport's top rivalry in the Big 12. This is Little Rock's number 2 rivalry as their primary rivals with ACU. Let's see, Rivers with the little rollout thing-a-majig, and he's going to Keneal Mason for 20.
Yeah, he's trying to show off in these highlights that we've already seen. He's trying to show off his mobility for the next level. When we see him in rollouts, we see him in read options. Keneal Mason with nice catches. And Isaiah Green for 4 yards, touchdown. But yeah, like you said, these 2 teams don't like each other. They're in the same geographical region here. This is a big game for both teams, especially in that top 25 type of battle here. So Rasheed Davis now 0 for 2. Little Rock defense coming through for them. And 2nd and 2, here's a pass going to go incomplete. Challenging on that left side, deep. 3rd and 2 now. And Rivers, again, showing off that mobility, and the decision-making is a little spotty. He probably should have gotten rid of that football, but nice play by the Shreveport defense. They will have to settle for a field goal, and it will be up and no good. Still a 7-0 game here. Man in motion for Rasheed Davis, who is already 0 for 2, and he's going to try to scramble to try to get something, and it's not going to happen. So a sack is going to drop him. Shreveport back with the football a little bit later in the first quarter. Another big-time pressure from that D-line from Little Rock. And again, Rasheed Davis and that Shreveport offense just cannot get it done. Pass complete here to Dante Bridges for 16. So again, Little Rock starting to move the football.
Yeah, you got a 3rd and 7 there, and David McBride's just going to get punched.
Yeah, sent back into oblivion there. 4th and 2, and Little Rock going to try another field goal, and this one's going to miss again. So they've left 6 points up on the board. Could have made this into a 2-score game here for Shreveport. Instead, 7-0 game. 1st and 10, it's going to allow Shreveport to come back into it potentially. Another 10-yard push, another 10-yard gain there for the Skeeters. 3rd and 3. Nothing doing. Seidel Riggins, 3-yard loss. Little Rock with a good stop. But a false start, possibly? False start, maybe offsides. It's a false start. It's going to push him back. And this one is going to be no good. So the game of missed field goals and missed opportunities.
Yeah, not the greatest kicking clinic here today for Dorino of Shreveport. And Little Rock's kicker struggling too. 3rd and 10 here. Gunner almost swatted down, but McBride's going to get tackled for a small loss right there.
He was very quick to make that short read. Not something that you want to see at the pro level. You want to see a guy try to bomb it out deep to try to make something happen. But another missed field goal would be 16-0 had they made and converted all those field goals.
This one, just not enough leg right there. So we'll see what Rasheed Davis can do. This is like a classic Shreveport game with not much offense, but finally Travis Jackson gets 39 there. You want to see some explosion out of this Shreveport team. They've been doing it most of the season, and today they just have not had a ton of success offensively. So we'll see if they can try to get back into field goal range after eating a sack here, and Rasheed Davis fights through it. And he's going to throw at the back of the head of Drew Dietrich. Let's see if they can get this field goal, though, by Dorino. This one is going to be good. We finally had a field goal made today.
Man, okay. All right, 7-3. And Buddy, what do you think about that? Maybe we will hear from Buddy Monroe. Maybe we won't. Not sure. Not sure if I can get him on the tap right here.
Shreveport's offense is not very good today.
Fortunately, Buddy was not available to talk with us today.
Oh, that's too bad.
It is too bad. It is too bad. But unfortunately, maybe we'll try to get him in the bowl game, potentially.
There you go.
So it's still 7-3 game here. Little Rock moving the football. David McBride for 16. 2nd and 10. Pass complete. And busting off the tackles. It's David McBride again. Tight end. 12-yard touchdown. Gunner, 14-19 for 110 and a score. And 14-3 is your game so far. And again, Little Rock should be up in the mid-20s with the score right now. 23-3.
I'm more worried about Shreveport's offense. But we get a turnover. The Skeeters.
This is huge.
Skeet.
This is absolutely huge. Now you just got to convert. This has to be a touchdown. Make it 14-10. Larry Air with the interception, and Buddy says...
He's talking to the receiver.
Yeah.
He's blaming the receiver for that one.
We'll have to talk to him again about that in the bowl game. Here's a touchdown to Brian Mayfield for 11. I believe he's a freshman or a sophomore tight end. So he's a youngin'.
He's a young guy. Shreveport, though, cannot keep Little Rock from driving. This will put them in field goal range, though, but they're going to go for it because they don't trust the kicker.
That's crazy. Okay, well, can they convert? They will. Gunner again with the legs. I like to see it. Start of the fourth quarter, right? 6 minutes, 7 minutes. And look at this catch.
Wow.
That is insane. That is one of the best catches I've seen in year 5.
How about that catch by Keneal Mason?
Let's take one more look at this. Look at this throw. Challenging. And Keneal Mason. Wow. That's Calvin Johnson-esque.
That's impressive. I didn't know this game had that animation in there.
I didn't either. That's why it was so impressive. 1st and 10. Pass complete. Bust off those tackles, man. Travis Jackson can go for 45. So Shreveport's not quite done yet. 1st and goal. Pass is caught.
Down
at the 1 yard line. Looked like it was in the end zone, but Cantel is going to be short. And Rob Jackson is going to get in for the score.
Touchdown, Vulture.
And they're back in it. They're back in it. 21-16. They're going to go for 2. Interesting play call here.
Cut it! Ugh. And that's Riggins, I believe, to punch that one in. Let's get a studio update. Number 1, Clemson. Down 14-7. They're being coached by former Nebraska State head man Stephen Cust. So we'll see by the end of this video if they hang on in that rivalry game in the Palmetto State. But Keneal Mason's going to catch a strike for a touchdown.
He's coming on, and it's really too bad. It's too bad that Keneal's coming on at the end of this season in his freshman year as Gunner is planning his exit.
Well, they have LeQuinton Evans coming up.
Very true.
So we'll see if he can build on Rivers' legacy. We got a 1st and 10. Big catch by Canatella.
Ooh.
What was that?
We got a little Julian Edelman thing going on here. Former quarterback turned wide receiver.
Something's going on.
What?
Travis Jackson in the corner.
What?
Believe in the Shreve. Is this the game where you can do that? We got another onside kick situation. No.
Well, they still have 3 timeouts, so they're okay. They're okay, and they do have a terrible field goal kicker on the other side for Little Rock, at least so far in this game. That's been concerning, and that's going to cost them right there. They used all 3 timeouts. It looked like they had to stop. They had him short. And now that face mask is going to push Little Rock even further. And they're going to end up winning the game. And that's it. That's all she wrote. So
a lot of quarterback kneels right there, and the game's over. Gunnar gets the win on Senior Day. So he didn't accomplish what he set out to accomplish at Little Rock. But, no Big 12 championships. But he still had a pretty solid career. He's like a Phillip Rivers or an Andrew Luck.
Yeah, he's kind of got that namesake a little bit in him, right?
Really reminds me of Andrew Luck with his ability to move. Because Luck liked to do that with his big frame. Now let's go here. We have 6-5 Camu, who is now ranked, playing 4-7 Odessa State. Odessa State, a colossal disappointment here with no conference wins. If they get 1 win, they might get a pity bid to go to a bowl game at 5-7. If they lose, they can't.
That's a really nice move by Orlando Austin on that swing pass. But Steve Norton going to get 10 yards here for 1st and goal, and that Camu defense is kind of being a little bit shoddy here against J.J. Johnson and this Odessa offense.
Johnny Johnson Jr. Triple J.
Yeah.
They got a sack there. 3rd and goal here for Johnson. And are they going to fight and get in there? Oh, he fumbles the ball. It's Orlando Austin. I think he was down.
He was trying to pass it. That's what it was.
Something.
Trying to little flip it.
3-0 though. Jace Freeman on Senior Day. He's had a rocky career there at Camu for the Amber Wave. But Harold Reed Jr. is going to score from 23 out.
That's nice to see from Harold Reed. He's been clamoring to the coaching staff to get him in there, and finally makes a big play here. I mean, watch this. Just zoom right past his man. Like to see it.
And very crucial to not step out with your left foot, because this game wanted to prevent you from scoring a touchdown, and you fought it the entire way. Brian Parks with a 9-yard score. Johnny Johnson is perfect. 11 for 11. So Odessa's going to take the lead here. I think Odessa's going to be hungrier in this game. I really do, because they still think they can get a bowl bid, even though they are not going to reach 6 wins.
You really think that, huh?
Well, there's a lot of teams out there with losing records. A lot of 5-6 teams out there. So the latest bowl projections that I saw showed some 5-6 teams in. Not Odessa, but we're thinking hopefully if they pick up this win, they might be able to get it.
I would have gone the other way, thinking that Camu has a chance to cap their season off with a relatively successful season, really coming back from last year's disappointing year.
Yeah, but 7-5 at Camu, they were hoping for something better, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like this game right now, it's 13-7. Like, you want to see something more out of the Amber Wave, but they're just not getting it done.
There's something going on with the offense. I really feel like Jace Freeman needs to go bye-bye.
This is Bud Warner's last game, though, and right now, it's not looking too good. Orlando Austin.
Again, on that swing pass, they just flipped it. This time they went to the left instead of the right, and he's been a factor in the receiving game. Not something that you would expect from him, but 20-7, and again, Camu's offense is stalling with Jace Freeman at quarterback. It sounds like they got the wrong quarterback. But the defense making a play here.
Got a pick.
Finally making a play here against Odessa. Get that interception. Johnny Johnson is known to do that, so good job on capitalizing on his prone to making mistakes. And Harold Reed, Doug Flores with a nice run here for 21. Definitely picking up that first down and grinding this out.
Over 100 yards.
Minute 45 left to go. Freeman, nice job up the middle to Dougie Flores. And he's going to get in for another 21-yard gain.
A lot of scores from the running backs today.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And Jace Freeman is now your all-time passing leader at Kansas A&M. How about that?
I cannot believe that. Well, I kind of can, because they're traditionally known as a running squad.
Right.
So, yeah, because he hasn't been very good. He's the all-time leader.
Kyle Owens with the tackle, I believe, on Paris Austin. That looked like pass interference to me. He was early. Odessa going to get a stop, though, and get the ball back. So Braxton Austin Sr. is calling timeout here.
Uh-oh.
We got a punt return.
Uh-oh.
By Kadir Childress Harris.
Oh, you freaked us out.
Harris.
You freaked us out. You thought that was something that was going to happen there.
You edited this game.
Oh, that's right, I did.
But that's going to set them up with field position and touchdown to Doug Williams from 44 yards out.
That's why I showed it.
Yeah. He had a lot of points in this one for the Dust Devils. So good call by Braxton to get that timeout and get the football back and do some damage. So the Bud Warner swan song is not going very well today.
No, it sounds like a death song.
Yeah, it's more of a dirge.
A what?
A dirge.
Oh, we'll have to look that one up.
No, I forgot what I said. At Bud Warner, it was either the 82 or the 89 national championship. I think I said 89. So it's been a good run for Bud, but it's been a long time since Camu was the it program. So I think I said he started in 82, and obviously these guys are not playing like those teams back in the 80s.
Back in the glory days of Camu football.
It's just what it is. I mean, Odessa State's going to take an even bigger lead here as Johnny Johnson scores, and Odessa is now going to go up by 20. So Bud Warner's trying to pump his guys up for one last go at it.
There's really nothing to pump up here, Bud. I mean, look at what your offense is doing, right? Look what your offense is doing. Oh, excuse me.
There's some fight left in the tank here. Let's see what Jace Freeman, he was getting hauled down there, but he fought off the tackle.
Oh!
And he got crunched anyway, and he's still getting mangled back there.
Oh my God.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
And then he backs it up with that. He backs it up with a 0-yard rush in the backfield. Here's Freeman taking it himself, bouncing off the tacklers. The thing that you can't take away from Freeman, though, is his fight. He does get hurt after that bevy of tackles and hits that were taken on him, but Jake Reyes comes in and just tosses up a prayer to Tuttons, and he gets this catch for a touchdown.
They're
a
going
big time effort.
Back to the well.
What? It! No way!
Camu! Touchdown!
Tuttons! 82-yard touchdown. Maybe Jake Reyes was like, dude, Jace, just throw it up to him, man. I mean, just do it, man. Look at this toss. And then off the deflection and off the tackle, he's like...
And then he got 26 there just watching it. That's the most Odessa play I've ever seen on defense.
It really is. And look at Jake Reyes was there talking to the bench. Like, hey, guys, this is what you have to do.
But the onside kick, again, our game's coming down to an onside kick. Odessa is going to get it. Camu out of timeouts.
Oh.
So that was going to do it.
Clapping in front of all the Camu players, huh?
It was an exciting finish.
Yeah, and Paris Austin had nothing to do with it. 27 yards on the day, 500 total, and 27 for Paris. But he didn't have to. He didn't have to do anything.
Johnny Johnson gets the honors. So let's go back to the box scores here. We got a 38-28 game for Amarillo as they're going to knock off Midland State. And 424 yards. We had 391 for Midland. You know, it's just typical Midland State. That's just what they do. They choked it away.
They definitely choked it away. Amarillo, like we talked about, had been hot in the last few games. 50 attempts for Nate Galveston. That's the most that we've ever seen him attempt, I believe. 5 touchdowns, and it paid off.
I think he threw for more against Nebraska State.
Well, they must see something that they like out of him down the stretch, and they've really figured out this offense. A lot of touchdowns through the air. Kent Collins was good. 353, 3 touchdowns, 72%. It was a good day for Collins, but they really just, for whatever, they couldn't stop Amarillo on defense. That's really what it came down to.
Right. And yeah, so another classic choke job there. Nebraska State, Denver Tech here. We played pretty well, but we did let them go on a 25-0 run there to close out the game. And obviously that's what cost us. We had a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter.
That's brutal.
On Denver Tech, and we blew it.
It's brutal. That was half their points.
Look at our offense in this game. We were great. We were great on offense. 564. But 3 turnovers, obviously, that will kill you every time. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Shanoski, 307, 2 picks. Had the 1 score with the 2 rushing touchdowns, 95 yards. LaBelle with 97. Hargrove, 51, so we really got them going. And the receivers did okay. It's too bad Vivaldi didn't get more on his final day here. 1 catch for 4 yards. Makovich, I think he won the Heisman tonight. As long as he doesn't really stink up the joint there. against Admore next week. Thomas with 197. And then Nick Burns really torched us. Uba gets the first win. They did not go winless this year. I can't believe they beat McAllen in this one.
I can't either. I really can't. That was really a surprise to me. So we got a week of firsts.
Yeah.
So the final week, that's pretty funny actually. The final week of Big 12 play for year 5, and we have Uba winning their first and Odessa winning their first conference games of the year.
It's bound to happen at some point, right? I mean, Ryan Viper gets player of the game, 92-2. And then the receivers, love what I see out of Buchanan Simmons, so that was really good. Admore knocks off ACU here. He had some big touchdown receptions out of Nelson and Savage. And yeah, ACU just got pounded.
Yeah, 527 yards of total offense for Admore, 407 for ACU, 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions for Joe Russell. Not the way that he wanted to go out, but you know what? Kudos to our defense to get it done when it mattered the most. 3 touchdowns, 2 of which came in pretty much garbage time. They could not get the run game going whatsoever. I think they really just neglected it. I mean, look at the numbers here for Ostrander. 4 touchdowns for Stanfield, 389 and 84% against this defense. I mean, you can say that we're going back, right? I mean, we win this game, the Big 12 championship game, we're going back. Eric Buchanan had a great game, 7 catches, 102, and a touchdown. It was a good showing for Admore.
Little Rock and Shreveport here, 28-25. Little Rock with the W. Shreveport made a late push, but they really did not play very well offensively today. Shades of last season for the Shreves, so they do lose, I believe, 3 of their final 4 games of the year. So tough way to go for the Shreve. But, overall it was a pretty good season. You can't really take that away from them.
No, and it seems to happen like this every year for Shreveport, though. They really haven't figured out how to sustain their early and good starts.
Camus gets a loss here to Odessa State. Tough way to end the Bud Warner era. They will have a bowl game ahead of them, though, so maybe they can cap it off and send him out the right way. This was not the way to do it. Odessa now on the bowl bubble, so I can confirm that there will be some losing teams in a bowl game. Whether or not they get there, we're going to have to find out after next week. Jace Freeman with 257, so his up and down career at Camus is over. Harold Reed with the touchdown, and then Tuttons, 2 touchdowns. He was good in this one. Johnny Johnson Jr. here, 424 with 3. He had 79% completion percentage.
Yeah, it's a pretty good percentage there for Johnny Johnson Jr. A lot of guy that's come under a lot of fire playing quarterback here for Braxton Austin. The question for Braxton Austin after going 1-7 is what's the future going to hold for him next year?
They can't fire him.
No.
Not yet. Admore takes the East at 7-1. Next closest was Shreveport at 5-3. ACU, losers of 4 games this year. Not a classic ACU season. McAllen and Little Rock also with 4.
That's another head coach on the bubble for next season. You got to think, Coach Deloach, you're regressing. The team is regressing.
Yeah, Midland State with the loss there was huge. If Nebraska State was able to beat Denver Tech, we would have had a 3-way tie there. I don't know who would have gotten the nod. I believe it should have been Midland State. So they needed 2 things to not happen, and both of them did. Denver Tech wins, and Midland State loses. So we see the championship games there. We'll have Denver Tech at Admore. Clemson is your winner. They did hold off South Carolina, and then we have Tennessee up there in the SEC title game at undefeated as well. So as of right now, your championship would be Tennessee and Clemson. So Admore is sitting on the outside. Now that we're in the SEC echelon, people are probably talking about, if Admore beats Denver Tech, do they deserve to be in over an undefeated team?
Well, here's the deal. If we beat Denver Tech and Tennessee and Clemson both win, there's no way we're getting in.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson played a pretty easy schedule, but here's the thing. You have to beat Denver Tech to even have a chance. So looking at these numbers, you think you're going to get it this year?
It's going to be tough. I mean, Alex Makovich is a year older. He's a year better, and he's probably going to win the Heisman. So didn't win it last year, was in the running for it last year. So he's still the same good player, but he's just better. And it's Denver Tech. It's always been a dog fight. It's always been tough to beat them. It's always been a back and forth rivalry between the both of us.
Yeah.
And, it's not going to come easy. It's always close games for Denver Tech and Ardmore.
Yeah, Ardmore's had a couple tight ones here. We see the 2 overtime games especially. Denver Tech's been a little more consistent. They had a rough middle patch there. It's kind of some lower scores for them. And a loss at Midland, but they seemed to like find their groove here last week against Nebraska State, but so does everybody. So I don't know what that really says. I would pick Ardmore though. I just don't think Denver Tech's been as good as they have in the past.
I think we're gonna win again and have a back-to-back Big 12 title in our trophy case.
Okay, and then it'll be yet to see if you hold on for a chance at the BCS championship.
That is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back for once. A little cameo appearance now.
All right.
And appreciate you holding down the fort and your guys' patience as well. So we'll have the Big 12 title game here next week. Keep it tuned in to the GG9 channel. Guys, leave a like if you like this thing. If you're new here, please consider subscribing so you never miss a single upload on the channel. See you guys in the next one. As always, peace.